my son.
Are you smoking a cigarette?
Sorry, what? My mistake. This calls for a proper smoke. Oh my word, he's an ugly little thing.
This is one of the most beautiful children I've ever seen.
Oh my good lord, where is this?
Mr. Warren, this child is a girl.
There's no time for me.
Competition's finished. You missed it. I don't suppose we could change it for a boy, could we?
Mr. Warren.
This is the worst day of my life. Oh, my younger cat is turning to white marble. My skin looks just revolting in this phosphorescent light, and this gown is nothing like the semi-formal, semi-Spanish gown I should be wearing in a semi-final tonight. I should be not dressed in hospital cotton with a doctor that's rotten and
Horrible miracle! That is a horrible miracle I have ever seen! The worst thing that could have been!
unbelievably unlikely, death of existence, infinitely small. Every breath you love, miracle, My mom says I'm a miracle. Oh, look at my face, it's plain to see. Ever since the day of the umbilical cord, it's been clear there's no fear for a miracle like me. My mommy says I'm a miracle, and I'm as shiny as a shutter miracle. With the people cynical, but it's a miracle.
My daddy says I'm a bore. My mommy says I'm a jumped up little germ. That kids like me should be against the law. My daddy says I should learn to shut my pie hole. No one likes a smart mouth girl like me. Mom says I'm a good case for population control. Dad says I should watch more TV.
Yes, sir, that's right, sir. 155 luxury cars, sir. Are they good runners? Let's put it this way. You wouldn't beat them in a race. No, sir. Yes, sir. They are good runners, sir. Indeed, sir. How much exactly?
Harry!
Hang on.
Look at this. She's reading a book. That is not normal for a 5-year-old. I think she might be an idiot.
Listen to this. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom.
Stop scaring your mother with that book, boy.
I'm a girl.
And she keeps trying to tell me stories. Harry, stories? Who wants stories? That is not normal for a girl to be out thinking.
I'm gonna call you straight back. Would you please shut up? I'm trying to pull off the biggest business deal of my life, and I have to listen to this? This is your fault. You spend us into trouble and expect me to get out of it. What am I, a flaming escapologist?
An escapologist, he says. What about me then? I've got the whole house to look after. Dinners don't microwave themselves, you know. And if you're an escapologist, I must be an acrobat to mount that lot. The world's greatest acrobat.
make us rich.
Rich. How rich?
Very rich. Bulgarian businessmen. Very, very stupid. Your genius husband is going to sell them 155 knackered old bangers as brand new luxury cars.
What? But that's not fair. The cars will break down. What about the Bulgarians?
Fair. Listen to the boy.
I'm a girl.
Fair does not get you anywhere, you thick-headed twit brain. All I can say is second. Michael here has inherited his old man's brains. Eh, son? Michael?
Well, I shall take the money when you earn it, and I shall spend it. But I shan't do it because of the despicable way in which you have spoken to me tonight.
This is your fault. This stupid books and this stupid reading.
What? But I didn't do anything. That's not right.
Right. I'll tell you something. You're off to school in a few days' time. You won't get it right there. Oh no. I know you're heading I looked up Trunchbull, and I told her all about you and your smarty pants ideas. Great big, strong, scary woman she is. Used to compete in the Olympics, throwing that hammer. Imagine what she's going to do to a squeaky little goblin like you, boy.
I'm a girl.
Now get off the bed, you little bookworm.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. So they say the subsequent fall was inevitable. They never stood a chance, they were written that way. Innocent victims of this story. Like Romeo and Juliet, 'twas written in the stars before they even met. That love and fate and a touch of stupidity would rob them of the hope of living happily. The endings are often a little bit gory. I wonder why they didn't just change their story. Was told he had to do as we are told, but surely sometimes you have to be a little bit naughty. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like glitter stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right. Platinum blonde hair dye, extra strong. Keep out of reach of children. Oil of violet hair tonic for men. Yup. In the slip of a boat, there's a tiny revolt. The seed of a war and the creak of a floorboard. A storm can begin with a flap of a wing. The tiniest mite packs the mightiest sting every day. Starts with the tick of a clock on escapes. Starts with the click of a lock. If you're stuck in your story and want to get out, you don't have to cry, you don't have to shout. 'Cause if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like glitter stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, you won't change a thing. Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, you might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right. And if it's not right, you have to put it right.
son, a man's hair is his greatest asset. Good hair means a good brain. Now the secret to my success in business is this. Secret. Yes, secret. Yes. The secret to my success in business is this. Royal Violet's hair tonic for men. Stand back, son. Your old man's going to work. Oh yeah, that's it. Alright. Oh yeah, that's the stuff right there. That's it, alright. That's the bananas right there. Let me tell you something, son. A man in business simply cannot fail to get noticed when he looks like this.
Your hair, it's green!
Good Lord, woman, have you started already? It's not even 8. My hair's green.
What on earth did you do that for? Why do you want green hair?
I didn't do anything. I don't want green hair.
Maybe you used some of Mommy's peroxide by mistake.
That's exactly what you've done, you stupid man!
My hair, my lovely hair. Oh my good Lord, I've got the deal today. The Bulgarians. What am I going to do?
I know what you could do.
What is it? What can I do?
You could pretend you're an elf.
Yes, that's it. I pretend I'm a... What are you talking about, you fool? The boy's a loony.
Mom, would you like to hear a story?
Don't be disgusting! Go on, bring back to that Mario or something. The sooner you're locked up, the better.
Go out. She misses me so much. Dad, too. He loves having me around. But I think it's good for grown-ups to have their own space.
The parents must be so proud to have a girl as smart as you. And do you tell them all the stories that you with me? Oh, I love your stories, Matilda. And that's not a hint, by the way. But if you did happen to have a story you wanted to tell me...
Goodbye, Mrs. Belt. See you next week.
Goodbye, Miss Honey, and good luck with the toast stories. As I was saying, Matilda, I'm not hinting, but if you did happen to have a story...
Who was that lady?
The lady? That was Miss Honey. She's going to be your teacher.
That lady's mine.
Yes, your teacher. Now look, are you going to tell me a story or not?
Once upon a time, the two greatest circus performers in the world, an escapologist who could escape from any lock that was ever invented, and an acrobat who was so skilled it seemed as if she could actually fly, fell in love and got married. They performed some of the most incredible feats together anyone has ever seen, and people come from miles around. Kings, queens, celebrities, and astronauts. And not just to see their skill, but also to see their love for each other, which was so deep it was said that cats would purr as they passed them, and dogs would weep with joy. They moved into a beautiful old house on the edge of town, and at night they would walk and take the air. And in the evenings, the children of the town would wait in anticipation, hoping for a glimpse of the shiny white scarf that the acrobat always wore. For then, they knew they had only to cry, "Tricks! Tricks!" and the great performers would instantly oblige with the most spectacular show just for them. But although they loved each other, although they were famous and everyone loved them, they were sad. We have everything that the world has to offer, said the wife. But we do not have the one thing in the world we want most. We do not have a child. Patience, my love, the husband replied. Time is on our side. Even time loves us.
Matilda.
But time is the one thing no one is master of. And as time passed, they grew quite old, and still they had have no child. At night, they would listen to the silence of their big empty house, and they would imagine how beautiful it would be if it was filled with the sounds of a child playing.
Oh, but this is very sad.
Do you want me to stop?
Dead.
Their sadness overwhelmed them and drew them on to ever more dangerous feats. As their work became the only place they could escape the inescapable tragedy of their lives. And so, it was they decided to perform the most dangerous feats ever known to man. It is called, said the husband, announcing the event to the world's press, who had gathered to listen with bated breath. The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair, over shocks and spiky objects, caught by the man locked in the cage, and it is the most dangerous feat ever known to man. It is our destiny, said his wife, smiling sadly. It is where the loneliness of life has led us.
Well, what happened?
I don't know. Not yet, anyways.
What? Isn't there some more? I mean, just a little bit. Isn't there a little bit more? Well, I suppose your mother will be here soon. Is she here? Oh, wait.
Goodbye, Mrs. Phelps. I'll see you tomorrow.
After your first day of school.
My mommy says I'm a miracle. I'm a special little guy.
I am a princess.
And I am a prince.
Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel. Mom says I'm an angel.
To survive this, but it's my being a prince or princess you succeed in escaping tragedy. And even if you put in heaps of effort, you're just wasting energy. Cause your life, as you know, is ancient history. I have suffered in this jail.
I'm trapped inside this cage, courageous, this living hell. With a joy I can't remember, before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I returned the feeling of the bell. Like you was curious, so innocent my heart, a thousand questions, but unless you want to, some listen and we will teach you. I think it's you, listen here, my dear, you promised us a billion, you stepped out of line, if you frightened, if you lonely, you should stay out of trouble, and remember to be extremely careful.
Why?
Why?
Why? Did you hear what he said?
Just you wait for Miss Ed. What's Miss Ed?
Physical education. Miss Trunchbull specialty.
My mommy says I'm a miracle.
Ah!
What's going on? According to my mom.
That's another the alphabet. That's how you think you're able to survive this mess by being a prince or princess you will succeed. There's no escaping tragedy. And even if you put in things of effort, you're just wasting energy. Cause life has known this ancient history. I'm suffered in this jail. I'm trapped inside this cage, courageous, this living hell. With a joy I can't remember, right before my life had ended, before my happy days were over, before I first heard the feeling of the
know your 2 times tables? Wonderful! Matilda, isn't it? Please stand and do as much as you can.
1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6, 4 times 2 is 8, 5 times 2 is 10, 6 times 2 is 12,
Oh my
7
word,
times 2
that's
is 14, 8 times 2 is 16, 9 times 2 is 18.
Stop! Stop! Goodness, how far can you go?
I don't know. Quite a long way, I think.
Do you think you could tell me what 2 times 28 is?
56.
Now let's try this. Now this is much harder, so don't worry if you don't get it. But 2 times 408 is
974.
12 7.
84. No way.
Let's leave math for the time being and look at reading. Can anyone read this?
Oh,
Very well done. You know, we all like it. Okay. Is the first word tomato? No. But tomato is a very good word. Yes! Matilda?
I can now read words.
So, Matilda, you can read words?
Yes. Well, I needed to learn to read words so that I could read sentences, because basically, a sentence is just a big bunch of words, and if you can't read sentences, you've got no chance with books.
And have you read a full book by yourself, Matilda?
Oh, yes! More than one. I love books. Last week, I read quite a few.
A few? In a week? My, that is good. What books did you read?
Nicholas Nickleby, Oliver Twist, Jane Eyre, Tess of the D'Urbervilles, The Lord of the Rings, Kim, The Invisible Man, The Secret Garden, Crime and Punishment, and Cat in the Hat.
Knock on the door, Jane. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic. Knock on the door, Jane. There's nothing to fear. You're being pathetic. It's just a door you've seen before. Just knock on the door. Look at you trying to hide, boy. Standing outside the principal's office like a little girl. It's just pathetic. Hesitating, handshaking, you should be embarrassed. You're a little girl, it's just pathetic. Knock on the door, Jenny. What are you waiting for? Just knock on the door. Her hat's all away. She's probably having a meeting or something and won't to be interrupted if anything starts in these situations. It's as a woman should have learned commutation where possible up to make a lazy then. Knock on the door, Jim. Just knock on the door. Don't be pathetic.
Auntie, why don't you stand there like what kiss you? Just
Well, yes, Miss Trunchbull, then. In my class, there was a little girl, Matilda Wormwood, and
daughter of Mr. Harry Wormwood, who owns Wormwood Motors. Excellent man. Told me to watch out for the brat, though says she's a real wart.
no, headmistress, I don't think Matilda's that kind of child at all.
What does the school motto say?
Bambi natum es mihitum.
Bambi natum es mahitum. Children are maggots. In fact, it must have been hit by that stink bomb under my desk this morning. I'll have with that. Thank you for suggesting it.
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda Wormwood is a genius.
Nonsense! How did I just told you that she's a gangster?
She knows her
she's learnt a few tricks.
But she can read.
So can
I have to tell you, headmistress, that in my opinion, this little girl should be placed in the top form with the 11-year-olds.
What? But she's a squid, a shrimp, an unhatched tadpole. We cannot just place her in with the 11-year-olds. What kind of society would that be, Miss Honey? What about rules?
I believe that Matilda Wormwood is an exception to the rules.
An exception? To the rules? In my school? Look at these trophies, see how my trophies gleam in the sunlight, see how they shine. What? Do you think it's tough to become English? I'm a throwing champion, 1969. Do you think in that moment, when my big moment came, that I created the rules with casual disdain? Well, like how? As I stepped up to the circle, did I change my plan? What? As I chopped up my palms, did I wave my hands? I did not. As I started my spin, did I look at the moon? Did I drift off and dream for a minute or two? Did I falter to amend my rotation? You think I altered my intended elevation? As the hammer took off, did I change my front? From the front I practiced for many a month. Not a jump, not a dot. Did I stray from the plot? Not a detail of my prose. I just did all forgotten. Not even when the hammer left my hands. It sailed high up above the stands. Did I let myself go? No, 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 no. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to make the team, you don't need happiness or self-esteem. You just need to keep your feet inside the line. Sing, children. 2, 3, 4. If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you have to stay inside the circle all the time. And if you want to teach success, you don't need some of your alternatives. Have to force the little squids to toe the line. Stay steady!
If you want to throw the hammer for your country, you've got to stay inside the circle all the time.
I apply just one simple rule to have a throwing like this skill. Line circle from line to throat, find the very line it's out, and always keep your feet inside the line. Now get out!
It is my intention to help this little girl, whether you like it or not.
Stupid, nasty, stinking, slimy, great big question asking. How dare they speak to me like that? Who the hell do they think they are? Flipping, filthy, nasty, stupid vulgarians.
We're not rich.
It's the mileage. They took one look at the mileage on the first car and said these cars were knackered. I told them the reason the mileage was so high was a manufacturing mistake.
Is that true?
Of course it's not true.
So, you lied?
Of course I lied.
And they didn't believe you?
Of course they didn't believe me. I've got green hair. I've got hair. Hey, what's this? Another flaming book? What's wrong with the telly?
She's got no respect at all. It's all books and stories.
Oh, no, it's a lovely book. Honest, you should read it. I'm sure you...
Lovely? Here's what I think of your lovely.
No! It's from the library! It's a library book!
You sound a little rat.
Now get out of here, you little stinkworm. the drawer. And while you're at it, why don't you glue your stupid book to your stupid head?
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change. Even if you're little, you can do a lot. You mustn't let a little thing like little stop you. If you sit around and let them get on top you, might as well be saying you think that it's okay, and that's not right.
I've got my eye on you, boy.
I'm a girl!
Hey Matilda, can I ask you a question? Do all those braids in your head give you a headache? I mean, it's got the head. All supposed to sit there?
No, it's fine. I think they just fit.
Right, well look, I better hang around, just in case. They start to squeeze out your ears, you're gonna need some help. I'm Lavender, I think it's probably for the best if we're best friends.
Ivy! Someone poured a whole can of cream into this little chair. She sat down, but when she got up, her knickers stayed up to the seat. Someone threw her eye to him, but I never, and now she's after me.
That's not fair. That's not fair at all.
You're done, kid. You're finished.
Once Agatha starts to decide you're guilty, you're squished.
Yesterday she caught Julia's walking with the letters for his backpack, and she just picked them up and threw them out the window.
Don't listen to them. That didn't happen. They're just trying to scare us.
Oh, Matilda, they said that she's going to put me in chokey.
What's chokey?
They say it's a cupboard in her office that she throws children into. They say it's lined with spikes, nails, and bits of broken glass.
There's a place you wasn't if you haven't been good, and it's made of spikes and wood, and it isn't wide enough to sit. And even if you could, there are nails on the bottom, so you wish you stood. When the hinges break and the door is closed, you can hardly walk round the other and when you scream, you'll love it's the sound and how it's the scream in your head, even reaches your mouth.
Oh, right, look. Oh, when did this happen?
20 minutes ago. But why? Oh no, she's coming!
Oh, you better hide! Quick, coats!
Oh, Matilda, please don't tell her I'm cute.
Now!
You sucker slats! Where is the man whose name is Nigel?
He's over there, under those coats. Where he's been for the last hour, actually.
What? In an hour?
Yes. You see, unfortunately, Nigel suffers from the rare but chronic sleep disorder narcolepsy. The condition is characterized by the sufferer experiencing bouts of chronic fatigue and falling suddenly asleep, often without warning at all. You see, he fell asleep and we placed him under those coats for safety. Didn't we? Didn't we? You see, when he wakes up, he'll probably think he's at home.
Is it time for school yet, Mom? Oh, well, this isn't my bedroom at all. Hello, Miss Trunchbull.
Amanda Fripp!
Yes, Miss Trunchbull?
What have I told you about wearing pigtails? I hate pigtails!
Well, my mama says they make me look pretty.
Then your mother is a twat!
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Amanda, no! Amanda, Miss Trunchbull! Miss Trunchbull, please! Miss Trunchbull, please! Miss Trunchbull!
She's my best friend.
155 brand new cars, sir. Yes, completely different stuff, sir. Green hair? It was a National Green Hair Day for all the wonderful green things in the world. Like lettuce, and snot. Tomorrow at 1? Absolutely, sir. Bye-bye, sir. Gots we do like. Now that's how you do. Well, we'll leave this on. Looks like rain.
Hello, my name is Miss Honey. Matilda's teacher?
Bit busy right now.
It will only take a moment.
Oh, well, how many few months? This is Rodolfo. He's my dance partner. We're rehearsing. It's nothing like that.
Ciao.
Ah, parli italiano. Bene, ciao Rodolfo, piacere. Come stai?
What? Who is this babe? You know what interruptions do to my energy flow.
It's Miss Honey. Well, as you know, Matilda's in the bottom class, and children in the bottom class aren't really expected to read, and...
Well, stop her reading then. Lord knows, we tried.
I'm in the zone, doll. I can feel it in my hips. Don't waste this.
I'm not in favor of working on telekinesis. You're thinking about makeup and hair dye. Looks are more important than books. Now, look at you. And look at me. You chose books. I chose books.
I beg your pardon?
Babes, I'm on fire. Please.
But Matilda can calculate complicated figures in her head in an instant.
Calculate this.
Mine is incredible. With a little help from us, she could.
Mine? Her mind? You read anything. Along the way, my dear, you made an awful error. You ought to
were going to march in there and give them a piece of your mind. Leave it alone, Jenny. The more that you try, the more you'll just look like a fool. This is not your problem. You've not got the spine. You are a teacher, just go back to school. But this little girl, this miracle, she seems not to know that she's special at all. And what sort of teacher would I be? When this little world falls, I can see this little girl needs somebody strong to fight by her side. Instead, she's found me, pathetic little me. And another door closes, and Jenny is outside.
And so, the great day arrived. It was like the entire world had gathered to see the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair. Over shocks and spiky objects, hunted by the men locked in the cage. Everything was arranged by the acrobat sister, a frightening woman who used to be an Olympic class hammer thrower and who loved nothing better than to scare the children of the town. People whispered that in her dark and brooding heart she resented her sister, both her success and her love. Suddenly, out came the escapologist dressed in his usual costume, but there was no sign of the acrobat, and no glimpse at all of the shiny white scarf she usually wore, and instead of the usual fanfare, there was silence. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her hair, over shocks and spiky objects, caught by men locked in the cage, has been cancelled. Yes, the audience gasped so loud that a passing aeroplane caught it on its instrumentation and reported it as an atmospheric phenomenon. Cancelled because my wife is pregnant. Absolute silence. You could have heard a flying bird. Then suddenly, the audience jumped to its feet and roared in appreciation. The great feat was instantly forgotten, and the applause went on for nearly an hour. Forgotten by everyone except, that is, the acrobat sister. When all had quietened down, she stepped forward and produced a contract. A contract! You have signed to perform this feat, and perform this feat you shall. I have paid for the posters, the publicity, the catering, the toilet facilities. If I give the crowd their money back, where is my profit? A contract is a contract is a contract. My hands are tied. The burning woman hurling through the air with dynamite in her ovary. Mrs. Phelps, are you crying? Maybe I shouldn't tell you anymore.
Oh, no, Matilda. We must find out how it ends. And I'm not crying because it's sad. It's just that we love that child so very much. It must be wonderful for a child to be so wonderful.
Yeah, wonderful. Goodbye, Mrs. Phelps.
That's all.
Matilda, may I speak with you, please? I'm afraid I haven't been too successful in getting others to recognize your abilities. So, starting tomorrow, I shall bring in a selection of very clever books that will challenge your mind. You may sit and read them while I teach the others. And if you have any questions, well, I shall do my best to answer them. How does that sound? Why, Matilda, that is the biggest hug in the world. You're going to hug all the air out of me.
Matilda Wildwood! Matilda Wildwood, where is Trunchbull? Aha! So you admit it, do you?
Admit what, Miss Trunchbull?
This plot, this foul cover, is none other than a disgusting criminal, a denizen of your underworld, a member of the mafia. This morning you sneaked like a serpent and stole a slice of my private chocolate cake from my tea tray.
No, I did not!
Miss Trunchbull, Matilda's been here all morning.
Standing up for a little spitball on you. Well, this crime took place before school started. Therefore, she is guilty!
Okay, look, alright? I stole the cake. And I was really, definitely, sort of, almost thinking about owning up to it. Maybe. But, you see, the thing was, I was having a lot of trouble with my belly. You see, the Trunchbull's cake, it was so good. I scoffed it down too quick and I was beginning to fight back. Oops. See?
I'm not guilty! I didn't do anything! You are guilty because you are fiend. You are crook. You are thief. And I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall consign you to the seventh circle of hell, child. You shall be destroyed!
It was the biggest burp I'd ever done. It was the biggest burp I'd ever heard. It was the biggest burp I'd ever heard about. It was like the entire world went silent just for the burp to exist. As a huge cloud of chocolatey gas wafted from my mouth and drifted across the class. Past Tommy. Past Amanda. Towards Matilda. And my huge chocolatey burp, which now seemed to have a mind of its own, wafted full into the face of the Trunchbull. Yes, miss?
You liked my cake, didn't you, Bruce?
Well, yes, I did, but...
As long as you enjoy the cake, it's the main thing.
Is it?
It is.
Well, I did. Thank you.
Wonderful. Marvelous. That makes me so happy. It gives me a warm glow in my lovely present. Oh. What's the matter, Walter? Lost your appetite?
Well, yes, I'm full.
Oh no, you are not full. I will tell you when you are full. And I shall say that criminals like you are not full until you
He's fantastic, look at him go. And making effect, this must include Bruce. We all suspected you have a one Bruce. Or maybe your largest is like the hardest. Considerably roomier in size. He can, surely can, he surely can. You are the man, Bruce. B-R-O-O-C. You'll never get me subject to abuse. For you're meant to lose. So call Bruce, Bruce. We'll never swallow you or try to make the news. We never thought it was possible. But here it is coming true. We can have what we can need it too. The time has come to put that somebody come to use. No excuse, Bruce. Let out your belt and think you want your trousers loose. Oh, stop it in. You're almost finished. Don't fit it in. Whatever you do, just don't give in. Don't let them win. Come on, Bruce, be our hero. Cover yourself in chocolate glory.
Too much. It's just too much.
Come on, Bruce, do it! Silence!
You'll never get me subject to abuse. For you're a mess caboose. You call it truce, truce. Just almost how you live and we the country goose. We never thought it was possible. But here it is coming true. We can have what we can give.
I'm sorry, Miss Trunchbull, I got to be carried away.
It's alright, Jen. We all get carried away sometimes, even me. Well done, Watchel, it's a good show. Well, come along, Watchel.
What? Where?
Oh, did I not mention? That was the first part of your punishment. But there's more. The second part. And the second part is... Charity! Do you think I would allow myself to be defeated by these maggots? Did you? You think I am a idiot, a fool? Yeah! But he thinks the fool, he never was! That's not right!
Excuse me. I would like to offer an apology for some of the things that have been going on here tonight. They are not nice things, and they are not right things. And I would like to state guarantorically that we do not want any children that might be here tonight to go home and try these things out for themselves. I am, of course, talking about reading books. It is not normal for children to behave in this fashion. It stunts the brain, it wears out the eyes, it makes children ugly, stinky, fatty, sweaty, petty, boring, gaseous, and it crucially gives them verrugas of the mind. Under no circumstances do we condone such activities, and we do so utterly without reservoirs. I would like to ask, how many here have ever read a book? You, sir, what's your name? Well, Mr. Kevin, don't take this the wrong way, but bookworm, stinky little bookworm, reading all the books like a worm. You read books like a worm. Worms read books, you read books. Worms are stupid, you're a sworm. Now, Mr. Kevin will learn from this. Won't stop him from reading, but he'll never raise his hand in a theatre again. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to present the pinnacle of our achievements as a species, the very reason we bothered evolving out of unicorns in the first place. Somewhere on a show I had that a picture tells 1,000 words. So telling, if you bother to take a look, is the equivalent of like lots of books. All I know I learned from telling is this big beautiful box of facts. If you know a thing already, maybe you can switch the channel over just like that. Endless joy and endless laughter, books living happily ever after. All you need to make you watch is 23 minutes plus advertising. Why would we waste our energy turning the pages 1, 2, 3? Well, we can sit happily on an ugly balcony, watching people singing and talking and doing stuff. All I know I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from our big telly just how clever of a fella I am. Take it away, son. What to think and what to buy. Now I was pretty smart already, but now I'm really, really smart, very, very smart. Endless content, endless channels, endless chat on endless panels. All you need to build your muffins, that's how to really think of nothing. Why would we waste our energy trying to work out who this is? We can sit happily on a lovely balcony, watching slightly famous people talking to really famous people. All I know I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from our big telly just how clever of a fella I am. Who's the Dickens in Charles Dickens? Mary Shelley, she's not smelly. Charlotte Bronte, do not want it. Jane Austen in the composting. James Joyce doesn't sound nice. Ian McEwan, I feel like spewing. William Shakespeare, Moby, Dr. Seuss, Doctor of what? All together now. All I knew I learned from telly. The bigger the telly, the smarter the man. You can tell from my big telly, a very clever fellow. Is it just me, or am I amazing?
Hello, I'm Lavender, by the way. And there's a bit that's coming up that's all about me. Well, not exactly about me. I play a big part in it, but I'm not going to tell you how because I don't want to ruin it. Alright, look. What I do is I volunteer to get the Trunchbull jug of water, and then... No, I don't want to tell you more because I don't want to spoil it. On the way back, I find a noob. A noob is like a really ugly lizard. So I pick it up, and then... No, I don't want to tell you anymore. I'm going to put the noob in the Trunchbull's jug. It's going to
I'll be brave enough to fight the creatures that you have to fight beneath the bed each night to be our love. When I grow up,
Just because you find that life's not fair, it doesn't mean that you just have to grin and bear it. If you always take it on the chin and wear it, nothing will change.
when I grow
Just because I find myself in this story, it doesn't mean that everything is written for me. If I think the endings are fixed already, I might as well be saying I think that it's okay. And that's not right. Oh yes, bits of it anyway. Mrs. Phelps, where's the revenge section?
What? Well, we don't have revenge sections. Why? Is there a child at school behaving like a bully?
Oh no, not to child exactly.
Matilda, I'm sure something's not.
Do you want to hear the next part of the story?
Story? Story, you said. Matilda, what are you waiting for?
Slowly, very slowly, the acrobat wound her shiny white scarf around her husband's neck. Fill up, my love, she said, kissing him with the gentlest of kisses. Smile, we have done this 1,000 times. But suddenly, she hugged him with the biggest hug in the world, so hard that he felt that she would hug all the air out of him. And so, they prepared themselves for the most dangerous feat ever known to man. The great escapologist had to escape from the cage, lean out, catch his wife with one hand, grab a fire extinguisher with the other, and put out the flames on a specially designed dress within 12 seconds before the dynamite reached her and blew his boy's head off!
Sorry, go on.
The trick started well. The moment the specially designed dress was alight, the acrobat swung into the air. They watched as she hurled over the shocks and spiky objects. 1 second, 2 seconds. The crowd watched as the flames crept up her dress. 3 seconds, 1 second. She began to reach out her arms towards the cage. 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Suddenly, the padlocks pinged open. The huge chains fell away. 7 seconds, 8 seconds. The door flying open and the escapologist reached up one huge muscled arm to catch his wife and the child. 9 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds. And he grabbed her hand and suddenly the flames were covered in foam before they could be broken into pieces. No. Maybe it was the thought of their child. Maybe it was nerves that the escapologist used just to touch too much foam, and suddenly their hands became slippy and she fell.
No! Is she okay? Did she survive?
She broke every bone in her body, except the ones at the ends of her tiny fingers. She did manage to live long enough to have their child, but the effort was too great. Love, a little girl, she said. Love our daughter with all your heart. She's all we ever wanted. And then she died. And then things got worse.
Worse? Oh no, it's not worse. Things can't get worse.
I'm afraid they did. Because the escapologist was so kind that he never for 1 second blamed the evil sister for what had happened. In fact, he asked her to move and help look after his daughter. She was nothing but cruel to the little girl, making her wash and iron and cook and clean, and beating her if she did a thing wrong. But always secret so that the escapologist never suspected a thing. And so, the poor little girl grew up with the meanest, cruelest, horriblest aunt you can possibly imagine! Miss Phelps, it's just the story.
What? Oh, yes, right. Matilda, you're so smart. The parents must have thought they were want to treat a child like you.
Oh, yeah, they do. They're always saying that, in fact. They say, Matilda, we're so proud of you. You're like winning the lottery. Yeah, I better go.
I'm so clever, I'm so clever, I'm so very, 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 very clever. I'm so very flaming clever. What a very clever fellow I am.
Oh, stop! There's only one man I do that with.
Gather around, everyone. I want my family to hear my triumph. Not you, boy.
I'm a girl!
155 old bangers, all polished up, but the mileage on the clock was telling the truth, that each one was knackered. How could I possibly make the mileage go back? I couldn't very well drive each one backwards, could I? Backwards? When then, I had the most genius idea in the world. I ran into my workshop, grabbed my drill, and using my incredible mind, I tapped the drill to the speedometer, turned it on, and whacked it in reverse. Backwards? Yes, boys, backwards, exactly. A drill's motor whirls backwards thousands of times a second. In a few minutes, I reduced the mileage on that old boss bucket to practically nothing. I did it to every single car. Backwards.
Stop talking now, darling. There's the boy.
10 minutes later, the Bulgarians show up. Great big fantastic-faced steaks, expensive suits, dog glasses. Don't you think off they were?
Bulgarians are nocturnal. I saw it in a program.
That was badges. It was a program about badges.
Same thing. And did it work? Oh, fantastic! And now I'll be able to afford
But that's not fair! You cheated them! They trusted you and you cheated them!
What is wrong with you? What did we do to deserve a child like you?
You know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to let the library tell her old badge and we're never to be let in again.
What? No, please don't!
And if she does, I'll have her fired. Put an end to these stories, young man. You'll never read another book as long as you live. Now get in there and stay in there, you nasty little prick.
At night, the escapologist's daughter cried herself to sleep alone in her room. She never said a single word about the evil aunt's bullying, as she didn't want to cause a fuss. And so, she suffered in silence. This only encouraged the woman to greater cruelties, until one day, she exploded! You are a useless, filthy, nasty little creep! And she threw her into a dank, dark, dusty cellar, locked the door, and went out. But that day, the escapologist happened to come home early, and when he heard the sound of his daughter's tears, he smashed the door open.
Nothing to feel.
one thing that mattered to us most. I love you so much, my daughter. I shall spend the rest of my life making it up to you. We shall be together forever. Don't cry, Daddy. I'm alright, Daddy. Please don't cry here. Let me wipe away your tears.
Forgive me.
Daddy, forgive me. I didn't want to upset you. Please, Daddy, don't cry. I'll be alright. With you by my side, I've nothing to fear. You're here. But that night, when the little girl fell asleep, the escapologist thoughts turned to the acrobat sister, and an almighty rage grew inside his great heart. This demon! This villain! This monster! She has sullied the memory of my wife. She has betrayed the trust of her own sister, and she showed cruelty to the most precious reality of my marriage. Bullying children is her game, is it? Then let her see what this creature thinks she can do when the wrath of a grown man stands before her. But that was the last the little girl ever saw of her father, as he never came home ever again.
Books, woman!
They're for Matilda.
No, they are not. Not on my watch. There is an age for reading and an age for being a filthy little toad. These are toads. Aren't you watching?
Yes, Miss Trunchbull.
Yes, Miss Trunchbull. It has become clear to me, Miss Honey, that you know nothing of teaching. You believe in books and schools and kindness and funds. Well, that is not teaching. To teach the child, we must first break the child. Quiet, you maggot!
I never was speaking, Miss Trunchbull.
Miss Honey, please understand that when I say quiet, you maggots, you are entirely included in that statement. Where is my jug of water?
I'll get a Miss Trunchbull.
Stupid girl. Look at you. Grabby. Disgusting. Revolting. Revolting, I say. I think it's time we toughen you all up with a little visage. This scoop of late has started ringing. Why am I that's what I'm speaking? With the most disturbing scent. Only the finest nostrils smell it, but I know it all too well. It is the odor of rebellion. It's the bouquet of dissent. And you may bet your riches this pernicious binds this foul odoriferousness, wholly and factorily insulting. And so to stop the stenches spread, I find a session of this ed. Source the merrily right from the revolting. The smell
about the nuke. This is the nuke. I'm going to put the nuke in the Trunchbull.
I don't think this is teaching at all. I think it's just cruelty.
That is because you, Miss Hunting, are pathetic.
You are wet.
You are weak. You are, in fact, a sniveling little... What are you still find you?
I've got it poisoned!
Quiet, children, please.
You!
No, I didn't.
Cockroach! You did this! You vile, repulsive, malicious little sinner!
No, stop!
What's that ragged stop? When we're only just getting started?
Miss Trunchbull, down, you're full of fearful.
Stop!
I have discovered, Miss Hush, through many years of experimentation, that the ears of small boys do not coil. They stretch. In fact, I can feel these ones stretching through now.
Miss Trunchbull, no!
Stop, you big fat bully! How dare you! You are not fit to be in the schools. You ought to be in prison. In the deepest, dankest, darkest prison. I shall have you strapped down, wheeled to a trolley with the muzzle of your mouth. I shall crush you. I shall pound you. I shall dissect you, madam. I shall strap you to a cable and perform experiments on you, on those little sludge shells of the most appalling indignities because of you. Yes, you.
Have you ever wondered, will I have about how when I say red? For example, there's no way of knowing if red means the same thing in your head as red means in my head when someone says red. And how if we are traveling at almost the speed of light and we're holding a light, that light would still travel away from us at the full speed of the light machines frighten away. And I'm trying to say, I'm not sure, but I wonder if inside my head I head just a bit different from some of my friends. These answers that come into my mind have been these stories delivered to me fully written. When everyone shouts like they seem to like shouting, the noise in my head is incredibly loud. They just wish they stopped. My dad and my mom in telling in stories would stop just for once. I'm sorry, I'm not quite explaining it right. This noise becomes anger, and the anger is light. This burning inside me will usually fade, but is it today? The heat and the shouting, and my heart is pounding, and my eyes are burning, and suddenly everything is quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that still sort of quiet. Like the sound of a page being turned in a book, or a pause in a walk in the woods. Quiet. Like silence, but not really silent. Just that nice kind of quiet. Like the sound when you lie upside down in your bed. Just the sound of your heart in your head. Tip over. One tip, please. Tip.
Miserable collection of excuses for children. And you, standing there like a squid of squizzards beating heart. But I'm a match for you, and I tell you that there's no vengeance. I shall not go. No punishment. I shall not inflict. No hand I shall not stretch back. No finger I shall not take. What is it? What is it? It's not me! Why won't you use it?
I think we'd all better go home. Well, we still can. Matilda?
Watch.
Matilda, I think it'd be best to go.
Watch, please. I moved it with my eyes. Am I strange?
How do you fancy us?
What do you think it is? This thing with my eyes?
I cannot pretend to know, Matilda. But I don't believe you should be frightened of it. I think it has something to do with that incredible mind of yours.
You mean there's no room in my head for all my brains, so they have to squish out through my eyes?
Well, not exactly. But yes, something like that. You certainly are a special girl, Matilda. I met your mother. She's unusual. What about your father? Is he proud to have a daughter as clever as you?
Oh, yeah, very. He's very proud. He's very proud. He's always saying, Matilda, I am so proud to have a daughter as... That's not true, Miss Honey. That's not what he says. He's not proud at all. He's always calling me a liar and a cheat and a nasty little creep.
You see. Well, here we are. Home, sweet home.
Are you poor?
Yes I am. Very.
Don't they pay teachers very much?
Well, they don't actually. But I'm even poorer than most because of other reasons. You see, I used to live with my aunt, but one day I was out walking and I came across this old shed. I fell completely in love with it. I ran to the farmer and begged him to let me move in. He thought I was mad, but he agreed, and I've lived there ever since.
But, Miss Honey, you can't live in a shed.
I'm not strong like you, Matilda. See, my father died when I was young. Magnus was his name. He was very kind, but when he was gone, my aunt became my legal guardian. She was mean and cruel like you could hardly imagine. And when I became a teacher, she presented me with a bill for looking after me all those years. She'd written everything down. Every tea bag, every electricity bill, every tin of beans. She made me sign a contract to pay her back every penny. She even document that said my father had given her his entire house.
Did he really do that? Magnus, I mean. Did he really just give her his house?
I don't know. But I find it hard to believe. Just like I cannot believe that he would have killed himself. Which is what she said happened.
You think she did him in, don't you, Miss Honey?
I cannot say. All I know is years of being bullied by that woman made me well. Pathetic. I was trapped.
And that's why you live here.
This roof keeps me dry when the rain falls. This door helps to keep the cold at bay. On this floor I can stand on my own 2 feet. On this chair I can write my lessons. On this pillow I can dream my nights away. And this table, as you can see, well, it's perfect for tea. Isn't much, but it is enough for me. Isn't much, but it is enough.
But, Miss Honey, she's got your father's house. She's got everything that's yours.
I have wonderful pictures. Through this window I can watch the seasons change. By this lamp I can read. And I am set free. When it's cold outside, I feel For this is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough for me. This is my house. This is my house. It isn't much, but it is enough. Please
Don't cry. Don't cry. Let me wipe away your tears. Forgive me. I didn't mean to desire you. I know that I love you.
Isn't much, but it is enough for me. Isn't much, but it is enough for me.
Miss Honey, is this your father's scarf?
Yes, it is. My mother gave it to him before she died. You see, she was
An acrobat!
yes, she was. How did she? And my father was
An escapologist!
Matilda, how do you know that?
So they were your parents.
What? Who?
The people in my story.
What story?
A story! I've been telling a story, and I thought I was making it up, but it's real. It's your life. I've seen your life.
See? My life?
She did him in. Let's go to the police.
What? No, we can't have no evidence.
But you could just tell them. Tell them she did it.
That would work, Matilda. We might would have been hurt, and I never believed you
She was nothing but cruel to you. She shouted at you. She threw you in tiny cupboards and locked you in cellars. Miss Bonnie, your answer. She killed Magnus. Who is she?
A contract is a contract is a contract.
Miss Trunchbull!
What in the devil's this?
Never again will she take away my freedom. And we won't forget the day we fought for the right to be a little bit naughty. Never again will the choking or slap. Never again will we rolling down. Never again I doubt it when my mom says I'm a miracle. Never again will we live behind bars. Never again will we know we are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, we sing revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done. And we'll have the Trunchbull revolting, we're revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs, we sing revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done. And we'll have the Trunchbull revolting, we're revolting. We'll become a screaming horde. Take up the hockey stick and use it as a sword. Never again will we be ignored.
Show me pictures on the board.
It's not insulting, we're revolting. We can SDL how we like. There's never was a wrong on this side. Everyone in ORTY. They're a little bit naughty, but we gotta stay inside the line. We will obey at the same time. There's nothing that a Trunchbull can do. You take our hammer and everything. You can think you push us too far. We're going back now. We are CHS. Revolting cause. The left side indeed. So the left side indeed. Robbery, army, OLTID. It's too late for you. We are revolting. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing revolting songs. We sing revolting rhymes. We'll be revolting children till our revolting's done. It is too late for you. We are revolting children living in revolting times. We sing
After that, the escape Holgerson daughter received a letter from a solicitor. It said that her parents' will had mysteriously turned up, and she was now the owner of the beautiful old house, which had up until that moment been owned by the evil aunt, one Agatha Trunchbull. She moved in immediately. She was very happy, happier than she had ever been in her entire life.
Miss Trunchbull was never seen again. The trophies were immediately destroyed, and a new headmistress took over.
And her name was Miss Honey, and it was often said that it was the best school in all the lands.
And you know something else? Matilda was never again able to move things with her eyes. I thought perhaps it was because her mind was being challenged. But she said it was because she no longer had a need for her superpowers. Sometimes I would look at Matilda, this little girl who had done so much to help others, but who was stuck with parents who were mean and cruel and called her names. And I would feel my blood boil, and I would wish that I could just do something.
So, this is the end. And I wish so much that I could tell you that the story has a happy ending. I wish so much that I could tell you that Matilda got the love that she deserved. But perhaps the truth is, not all stories have happy endings.
Send that gold pig, we're going to Spain.
Spain? But why?
Because this idiot, this brick brain seemed to think it was a good idea to sell 155 old babies to the Bulgarian mafia.
I didn't know they were the flaming Bulgarian mafia, did I? Come on, boys, we're leaving forever and we're never coming back.
Let Matilda take you with me.
I beg your pardon?
Mr. Wormwood, I would love to take Matilda. If she would like that is. I would look after her with love and respect and care, and I'd pay for everything. Would you like that, Matilda?
You mean evil Dalton here with you?
What did you just call me?
They'll be here any minute.
Dad, you called me your daughter.
They're here, you idiot, I told you.
Quick, hide in the books.
What is it that is my legs? My beautiful legs.
Are you the Wormwood's daughter?
Yes,
Where is your father?
he's... I don't know.
What is your name, little girl?
Matilda.
You seem smart, Matilda. Most of the people I deal with, their thinking is very backwards.
Backwards.
I daja puskave, svevu mirdaza utsa.
Spasiba. Mnie tydzień przyjemna pasno komisa si wami.
Where did you learn Russian, Matilda?
Well, I taught myself, I suppose. The other day, I was reading Dostoevsky, and I just thought it would be better to read it in the language it was written in.
I like you, Matilda. Yes. You seem very smart. Your father is a very, very lucky man. But if I come back to this area to do business, he will not be so lucky.
Do you want to stay here with Miss Honey?
Yes, I do.
And you want to take care of her?
I do.
Well, we are a bit short on room, so yes.
Thank you.
Matilda leapt into Miss Honey's arms
And hugged her.
and Miss Honey hugged her back.
They hardly noticed as the Wormwoods,
And Rudolfo.
as the Wormwoods and Rudolfo sped away into the distance.
Because they had found each other.
Yes, they had found each other.